Sometimes it hits late at night, when the room is quiet and the phone is face down. You're not scrolling, not distracted, just sitting with that tight feeling in your chest. It's subtle, but heavy, like something's wrong and you don't know why. You tell yourself it's about money, but it doesn't feel like math or budgets. It feels like distance, from people who seem ahead, and from the version of you that felt confident. And that gap feels wider when no one's talking about it. And for a moment, you wonder why this feels so isolating. Why something so common feels so personal and quiet. Like you're the only one carrying it. What if the hardest part of money stress isn't the bills themselves, but the silence that comes with them? The quiet moments where you don't talk about it, even with people close to you. That silence can feel heavier than the numbers on a screen. I'm Bella, and this is Money Talk with Bella. This space exists for honest conversations about money and the emotions we don't usually say out loud. Because money is never just money. If you're here for clarity-based growth, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to sit with why money stress can feel so lonely, emotionally and socially. Stay with me until the end because this conversation matters. Money stress doesn't always look dramatic from the outside. You still show up to work, you still answer messages, you still keep things moving. On the surface, everything looks normal, but inside, something feels quietly heavy. You tell people you're fine, because explaining feels uncomfortable. You don't want sympathy, and you definitely don't want another opinion about what you should be doing. So you keep it light, even when it's not. And when something stays unspoken, it doesn't disappear. It settles inside you, unresolved, quietly taking up space. That's how money stress becomes lonely. Not loud, just isolated. I remember being surrounded by people, laughing, nodding along, yet my mind was somewhere else. Money thoughts kept looping, quietly pulling me away even while I looked present. I didn't want to explain myself or turn my life into a justification. I just wanted to exist without having to defend where I was financially. Part of me worried that if I said it out loud, I'd sound dramatic or irresponsible, like money stress was a personal failure instead of a shared human experience. So I stayed quiet, thinking silence would make it easier. But over time, that quiet grew heavier than the money problem itself. A lot of us were raised to believe that money is private, almost secret, so when money feels tight, we don't talk about it, we internalize it. And slowly, struggle becomes something we carry alone. Comparison quietly intensifies that loneliness. You look around and everyone else seems calmer, more confident, more ahead. Even when it's just a highlight reel, your nervous system believes it. Over time, something shifts. It stops feeling like a money problem and starts feeling like a human one. Not having enough doesn't just limit choices, it creates distance from others and from yourself. When you think about money stress, what part do you never talk about out loud? The part you hide because you're supposed to be doing fine, especially when everyone expects you to stay confident and composed. That quiet gap between how you look and how you feel can be heavier than the numbers themselves. Is it fear that you might fall behind even after doing everything right? Is it shame for needing more time, more margin, more certainty than you thought you would? Or is it exhaustion from constantly managing money stress while pretending it doesn't affect you? And when no one is watching, who are you really in that moment? Not the investor, not the professional, not the person holding it together, but the human underneath all of that. Sometimes money stress isn't about weakness, it's about carrying more than you were ever meant to carry alone. Let's slow this down for a moment. You don't need to keep up, prove anything, or think about what comes next. Just give yourself permission to pause right here. There are no answers needed right now. Nothing to fix, nothing to solve, nothing you're behind on. This moment doesn't ask anything from you. Just notice what came up for you while listening. A feeling, a memory, a tightness, or maybe a sense of relief. Whatever it is, it's okay to let it be there. If this conversation felt familiar, there's nothing wrong with you. That reaction means you're human. Money stress isn't just about numbers, it's about emotional weight, and you don't have to carry that quietly anymore. If this helped even a little, please like the video. Subscribe for clarity-based growth, and share it with someone who might need a quiet reminder they're not alone. I'd truly love to hear from you. What does money stress feel like emotionally for you? This is Money Talk with Bella, a space for honest conversations, because money is never just money. Thank you for sitting with me here, and I'll see you in the next conversation.